Hi, everybody. Is it Monday? It feels like a Monday. Yeah, I just did a whole walk through the store and got back here and realized that I hadn't gone live yet. So, and I'm hearing an echo now because I'm on uh, YouTube doing the same thing. This is crazy. I changed, put the mute that. Let's mute that. I don't need to hear an echo. So there's, see if I can get this pin. It's not going to let me pin this. I don't know why. Anyways, how was everybody's week? I hope fine. Hi, Christian. Are you still laughing on that one? Yeah. I did a whole walk through the store showing new fish, and yeah, I wasn't even live yet. So yeah, that's the kind of day I've had. Started out first thing this morning, and it just has not stopped. It's just little things, and it feels like a Monday. It really does. So now that we're actually live now. Hey, it happens. It does. Yeah. Yeah, it does. You finish laughing, and then we'll do a walk through the store. How's that? It's my Monday. If this is my Monday, I hate to see what Monday's going to look like. Crazy. Uh, it's going to be one of those weeks, it looks like. It's usually when it starts out on a Sunday, it's like that all week long. That's crazy. Um, I was actually on Facebook the other day and came across this lady, and I started watching one of her reels because it was tiramisu. She was making tiramisu. I'm not big on sweets, but apparently this lady is. And she starts off by saying, I lost 66 pounds by eating like mounds of food. Like some of her videos, it was crazy. She was eating mounds of food, but it was all fresh food. So it was like fresh vegetables and fresh fruit and stuff that she was making herself that only took a few ingredients to make. One of them was this tiramisu. I like my coffee, so I was like, okay, I'll watch it. She took rice cakes instead of the cookies. She used rice cakes, put it in the instant coffee after it was, sitting there in a bowl and it was all hot and everything. She put the rice cake in that to get it wet, and that was for bottom layer. And she introduced me to, get this. Now, most of you know, some of you don't. I'm vegan, so I don't do dairy, I don't do meat. Um, it is a soy-based Greek yogurt. So I had to try it. And it's just like I remember Greek yogurt. It's nice and thick and creamy, and oh my God. So I added a little bit of vanilla to it, and that's your second layer. And then she did another rice cake, and you can pile it as high as you want, and then sprinkle cocoa powder on top. That was a nice sweet treat that wasn't sweet. It wasn't full of carbs and calories and all that. It was vegan. I couldn't even eat half of it. It just, I guess it's the rice cake where it's in liquid. It just like puffs out and it fills you up. So you're able to eat like big portions. And this lady is wonderful. I love it. I can't wait to try the next thing that she made. Using the rice cakes crunched up and mixing bananas and the peanut butter protein with it. And you basically are making a peanut butter cookie out of it. And using frozen blueberries with a little bit of powdered sugar to it to make the jam. And that's the top layer. And then you stick it in your freezer and let it firm up. It's amazing. And I'm talking about food, and we should be talking about fish. So let me go back on here and see if we can't get these fish on here. Let's see. I don't know what that is. Let's go live. Hit the link. And hopefully it doesn't squeal this time. How's that? Oh, no. First I got to go up here. Let's see. Then move this over.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Yeah, it's going to echo, I think.
So in here, where we have Richard the arowana, that's our biggest bichir, and we now have pikes. Aren't they so pretty? Nice and red. Yeah, they're gonna get monster size, but you know, got some silver dollars in there. And there's a little wolffish looking at us. Down here we have zebra waru. I like to hang out in the back there. And then we have our little grow outs here. We got some cichlids in here that are growing out. And guppies. We had somebody bring us some mollies. So yeah, actually I think I just saw in a car in there, so I missed one. He's probably having fun in there. And some mollies, but the mollies are black, so it's hard to see in there. We have the bettas. Come on out, babies. See how big they're getting? We have some over here. We've added some babies over here. Bryce had gotten a fish and mated it with a female here, and all the babies came out orange. I think he was a little upset with that. He wanted some blue ones, or ones that were marked like the father, but I don't think we've seen any like that so far. Lots and lots of better babies. And guppy babies, if you saw that. And the pack out area. And for the, let's see, discus. Living their best life here. As you can see, some of the lights are out. There's our 10-gallon. And there's spotted fish. And over here in this tank, we have the Alta mangoes. They're all coming over the same. So they got a whole 75 gallons to themselves. Hi.
I tried to find the controller for this thing, and this is not it. All this stuff is turned off. Then there's no way to scroll, so you can't get anywhere. It's the wrong one. There's got to be another one, but it's not here. He said he put it in the drawer. He had it on YouTube.
This
This is
is
the only one he really used.
Well, I can't figure out how to use it.
Oh.
Well, we're gonna go back because I'm getting an echo
now.
Right. Sorry about that.
I got a little too close. I got a little too close to the computer there and started to get an echo and was getting ready to start to squeal. Let's see. In those last live stream, let Father Fish know that my German blue rams, I finally hatched some regular and I'm working on getting them bigger. So Dakota wants you to know that his German blue rams finally hatched some. He finally hatched some German blue rams and he's working on getting them bigger.
Okay. So where are they feeding them?
Dakota, what are you feeding them? Neil said, what are those two troublemakers up to? Father Fish is trying to get the TV in there to work.
I'm trying to get it on YouTube so we can get some of their videos on, but I can't get a controller that allows me to select it. I don't know how to use it.
There's another, there
Oh, wait a
might be.
minute, figure it out.
Oh, the circle is the up and
Yeah,
down. Troublemakers. Neil's got funnies. He's got funny funnies. It should be on there, like one of the channel apps. And let me tell you, with all these tanks, it gets hot in here. AC or no AC, it gets hot. So now that we know that my Sunday is actually feeling like a Monday because every little thing that can go wrong has probably been going wrong, I have reset today. Like, I lost count. Every time something goes wrong, I'm like, okay, I'm starting the day over. Roku remotes are weird. Yeah, they are. They have that little circle, and you're supposed to know that that controls everything. You can go left, right, up, down, and the tanks vary from about 75 to 86, depending on what's in them. The 10 gallons, I believe most of them are about 74, 75. They have the tetras. There is a candy betta male in, I believe, each one of them. The bigger tanks are set at between 82 and 86. Hi, Adam. So yeah, with just I don't know, I think we're up to about 50 tanks. Maybe. Let's see, there's, well, just in here, let's see. 4, 7, 7 is 14, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. There's 31 right here in this room. No, we don't have radiators. Radiator. Are you saying they work like radiators? See, Father Fish, he's keeping the fan in his office. The man who used to be cold all the time is now keeping a fan in his office. So he doesn't really feel how hot it is. But he's actually the one that noticed when he came back in the plant room that something was off because it was hotter than it should be. That's when we found out that there was something wrong with the AC. Then the guy looked at it and it was a filter and all that, had to do regular maintenance on it. It has cooled down a little bit, but he's keeping the temperature at about 81. So the room temperature is 81 plus the heat from all the tanks. Driving and lurking. You're driving. Ah, have fun today. You had an off day. And then Father Fish has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks in his office. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 in the front room. Is anybody keeping track of all this? Because I'm not. I can't do that math in my head. 5 in the other room. They all have heaters in them. So yeah, don't be lurking, just listening. Lurking means you're watching. You're supposed to be watching the road if you're driving. And Bella, of course, is right here at my feet. Although it was pretty nice outside. It was in the low 80s. Stan says, Greg, watch out. He should not be reading that if he's driving. So you can't see that. Even if you are on a back road and nobody else is there. I'm having some problems with this this back here with us here. Wow. Are they asking you to, if you're leaving it there, Adam? Are you going to take your tank with you or leave it there? Greg can multitask. Driving and watching YouTube should not be part of that multitasking. No. No, 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 no. That's a no-no. He should not be doing that. One wanted it. I bet your tank's beautiful. The one with the angels in it? Hey, I grew up in the sticks. It's still, no, not a thing. No, not wise. Of course, the sticks that I grew up in had a lot of sharp turns in it. I remember a guy thought that, yeah, he had it all together. He knew what he was doing, multitasking. He was on a motorcycle, took the corner wrong, and ended up all over the road. You got it?
Got it.
He got it.
We'll see if it springs.
So see, Father Fish did it again. We have a TV in the other room, and now I'm hearing it. I'm hearing all kinds of noise now. He's got a TV monitor, the small one that was in the plant room. Well, it's been moved to the front room, and he's got YouTube on showing the videos, which, you know, is kind of like messing with my head right now because I can't hear. It's hard to concentrate when you're hearing something in the other room and trying to talk at the same time. We have some guppies. We are trying to get them going. So we got like lots of babies. So as soon as the babies get big enough, then yeah, we'll have lots of guppies. We have pastel guppies. I don't know, there's 3 different kinds of guppies in the tubs off to the side that we're breeding. And we have guppies in a 20, I think it's a 20 tall. No, that's not a 20 tall. Must be a 15. It's a really old tank, so I think it's a 15 tall down there. That one's full of guppies. But like I said, most of them are babies right now. So right now we have like lots of mollies, all different kinds. We have spotted mollies, black mollies, black and what do you call them? Stardust or something like that. And tetras and plecos. Yeah, we got lots of plecos. He ordered lots of plecos, all different kinds, bristle nose. We have some that look like zebra, but they're not called zebra. I don't know. We got two kinds like that. The markings are very similar to a zebra, but they're actually called two different things. And they're a few inches, probably about 3 or 4 inches right now. The snowball plecos are a little bit smaller. We also got some bigger ones that are in with the Autumn Angels. We got some bigger ones in there. I don't remember all the names because they were spouting out names like this. And how big are the black mollies? We had someone bring some in that they're old, so they're like this big. I would say probably about 5 inches. And then they get smaller. So we have babies on up to giant parents. They're real pretty too. You know what? I can take this light or I can take this camera and show you them because they're right here. How's that? There's some big mollies in there. There. And then we have regular size mollies. I don't know if you see them black ones. There we go. And I'm back. Finally had for the first time his advice worked. Yeah, I just told him he wanted to know what are you feeding them? 5 inches is about the limit. I think so because they're like fully grown, and the people that brought them in said they had them for quite a while. So they're not like a couple years old. They're like older than that. Yeah, yeah, these are way bigger. They almost look like monsters, I'm telling you. Like I've only seen maybe two as big or bigger than these that were brought in. Paramilium. Okay, I'll let him know. Look, now he's turned something else on YouTube. I got major noise back there. Inch and a half. Oh no. Can you take the comment out? Like put the comment in a different tank? I'm telling you, this is the day for noise. I got my phone here is going off. YouTube in there, playing two different things. I almost grabbed the wrong thing. $55 or $60 of them. Oh, the Rams. Cool. I would go MTS and get another one for the Comet. And then when the rams get big enough and you can put the Comet back in, use it as a nursery or even a grow out or a hospital tank, something like that. I'm getting ready to put my hair up, guys. This is too much. Yeah, take the plunge and go MTS. Wall space with, yeah, yeah. Clear it with her first, but let her know you need like a hospital tank, quarantine tank, or you just need a temporary tank for the Comet. And just let her know it's only temporary. And by the time it's time to put the Comet back, well, then, you know, hey, you have another use for it. There's always something, right? Yeah, I started with a bowl, a Betta bowl. And I went from a Betta bowl, 150-gallon hospital tank. Oh, yeah, no, not that big. I'm thinking like smaller. Wait a minute, how big is your Comet? I went from one Betta bowl to now 4 tanks. So it's a 2.5 gallon, a 5.5 gallon, a 6 gallon, and a 20 tall. There's always room. I don't know if I'd be able to find room for a 150 though. Yeah, poor Bella, it was too much noise for her too. If it's easier to take the other fish out, 5 going on 6. Well, see, you only need something small for him, you know. And then once the babies grow out and get big enough, then you can put him back in. Because it'd be probably kind of hard to catch all the babies. If you can catch the babies, you could probably get away with a small tank and use that as your hospital tank. You don't want a 150-gallon hospital tank anyways. You just want it as when you need to isolate a fish or two. Yeah, he could probably do good in say a 10-gallon, 5 or 6 inches, right? Yeah, Stan, you're an addict. You got it bad. You got major MTS, 2 Betta bowls to 34 tanks. At least you got the room for it. See, I don't have the room for it, so I don't think I can add anymore. I probably could if I put it on the coffee table and didn't need like a filter or anything. I could probably do like a guppy bowl or Betta bowl. But then I would have to worry about Bella getting on the coffee table and knocking it off, so that wouldn't work. And I'm not ready to pack up my crystals, so yeah, they're not going anywhere. So, no, I can honestly say that I don't have room. Bryce is gonna have fun when he gets here in the morning because this pond here is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. There's supposed to be water coming out of the little pump there, and it's not. See, he tries to tell me, well, if you ever see it doing this, then you have to do that. No, that's your job, bud. You do it. I like this, both of us attacking a tank at once, when we have to redo it. He'll do the water change and I'll do the aquascaping, and then, he adds fish to it. That I like. You telling me what to do? No, you can do it. So does anybody want to come up? Do I need to hit that link again? It's not letting me pin the link, so I can post it again. I don't know what it did. It did something. Maybe if I go back here and then go back there. No, it didn't change. Crap. Okay, the link is at the beginning of the chats. It's I'm afraid to touch anything now. It came up calendar, Google, and that's not what I did. See, I'm telling you, this day, like, is it ever going to end? Let me see. No, it's not even 7 o'clock yet. Yeah. Like I can't even blame that on the technical gremlins, because that was me. I did it. I did something. I don't know. Push the wrong button and the link disappeared. So I'm afraid that if I go out and come back in, that it's just y'all are going to be gone. I'm afraid to touch anything else. Oh, I did start something new because I finally finished the blanket I was working on. So I started a hat with a pair of booties. I got those done. So Wednesday, if everything's going right and Dina has her internet and can get on StreamYard, she is actually working on something else. But if we're able to go live on Wednesday, I'll show the hat and booties. But some of you might know, some of you don't. They have these things, the sleep sacks for babies. Just like it has the arms, and it's just like a little sack with arms that they can sleep in. So I started one of those. So I'm about halfway through. Yeah, a third to a half of the way through. And that's crochet. So I'll show that too. Might be done by then. You never know. I'm afraid to even touch that right now. I might like skip a stitch or something and mess it up somehow. That's the way my day's going. Hi, Jacob. I do see the messages that you send on Discord. I don't see them right away. A lot of times I'll see Discord like notification pop up, and I ignore a lot of it because sometimes it's just staff chat. So I just kind of like ignore some of them, but then I go back later because it starts to bug me. It was like, wait a minute, something popped up on Discord. So I'll go back and read it. So I do get your messages and I see them. So that's really cool. I try to answer everybody. I really do. How's your angels and discus? Is that link still there? It should be there at the top. I wonder if I can do it that way. Nope, I don't want to delete. I'll start it. How's that? Oh no, that one's Facebook, so I don't want to do that one. Let's see, which one am I looking at here? Neither one. Oh, maybe that's why it won't pin it. I just noticed that. So there's the link. I don't know if that helps. So there it is at the top. Anybody wants to come up? Doing good. Yeah, I think that last video you were showing how he's getting his color back. I think that one was yours. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear all that background noise? Is it as loud for you as it is for me? Sometimes I wonder what he's thinking. So we have Donald. Hi, Donald. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you very little.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, very little. It might be my phone. Yeah, they're doing good. See how
Mom
dark
and
color?
Dad to keep it down in there. I mean, that's not Mom and Dad. That's Father Fish. That's Father Fish on YouTube on that TV, and Father Fish on YouTube in his office.
See, them guys
Oh,
are getting
wow.
big.
Yeah, they are.
There's one guys. Let me see if I. They're somewhere in here. Oh yeah, there he is. You ain't gonna be able to see that. All right. So there he is. You see him right there in the corner.
Yeah.
There's NC's Hell Streams.
Are they starting to like him now?
Yeah, I think they thought it was a crawfish. It did that real fast scoop in and come in like a land. That's what the crawfish did.
So they realize he's not a threat. They're leaving him alone now, huh?
Yeah, they like to swim around him. See, they know he's not a threat.
Yeah.
I got two of them. Probably gonna get a couple more in a couple weeks or something. That way I can. They can. They do really good. He's really cleaning up that wood. Yeah, they get really excited when I get really near the tank.
Yeah, of course they think they're getting fed.
Oh yeah. The loaches really go crazy. They'll sit over here and they look literally like little dogs begging. And go up and down right here. They show me their bellies, like telling me that they want fed. I feed them. See, there they're doing it. They're getting ready to come here in the corner.
It's so funny watching all the different fish because they have like their own personalities.
Oh yes, they do really good. The other one, he's small. He's probably only this. He's the bigger one. See, he likes to chase a little bit, but I think he likes to. He just trying to find something that he. But I've had this going probably like almost a whole month. Enjoy this aqua clear one.
Mm-hmm.
It just, I don't know. I've it yet, and it's getting really gunked, but that's really good. To it benefits it. Eventually, I do throw it out, but it's doing really good. Adding everything that's done, it's really kept my leaves really clean, fresh. This is all brand new growth that the system it needs nutrients, but my next one I will do it proper. This is my last mistake basically that I've learned everything. It's doing the best that I've ever completed. And I can put anything in and I know for sure it doesn't die. I mean I did, but that's just because of everything that I've learned from all this, and it just from what I kept hearing wasn't gonna work, but actually working. I'm taking my time, being patient, just learning the new fish that I have and doing the best I can to provide the best for them so they don't die. Because that's a lot of money to just watch die in front.
Yeah. Yeah, you're on the right track. You're doing great.
They all they do is just constantly. Um, they're always look stuff on the bottom, looking for me, schooling a little bit with them. And they don't disturb nothing. They even get chased still, and they're not. They're. I mean, they probably don't prefer that. They would not want that, but they're dealing with it. The other tank, uh, their little brain was not allowing them to deal the major aggression. I'm guessing happening because it had aggression from freaking.
Yeah, didn't you have that filter like on the side before?
Huh?
Your filter.
Yeah.
Didn't you have that on the side before? Is that on in front now?
Oh, I took that one off internal. This one originally was, I think, right here with an internal and then two sponges. But I don't prefer not to run the internal. It's so easy. I can just pop this light off. And, if I got to pull this sponge out, I've been trying to do things so that I ain't got to take this up tube out, lose the pressure. I can just eat it down and come up out of it, but I can't because of the way. This one is, I think this is what you call coercer, because it's got a lot of open pores, and the minute you put it and move it in the water column, it drop everything. The sponge filter won't. You can pull that out real nice and slow. It'll drop a little bit. Nothing like this one. Yeah, I haven't had none of stuff happen no more. Not even most of the little stuff. Even with that little bit of, excuse me, I believe it was guessing bacteria and acidic because of that thing happening on the black. She don't even get that no more, which is good. That water change cleared up whatever was happening too much, which I guess causing that problem to come near itself on the scales of that fish. Because it was like a worm, and it put like hole in the head.
And since you did that water change, it's gone.
Yeah, it don't. I haven't had that issue.
Good.
That's why I got rid of the original male, because that happened to him. He was getting this worm-looking thingy, and then it was like leaving a trail behind, and it turned into like holes all over his head.
Hmm.
But I don't get that no more. They look all healthy. He's the big male.
Neil wants
She's
to know
over.
what was that, but I'm not sure what he was talking about.
Which one? There's the female. She's doing good. She's got a belly.
And labor workers to work. Yeah, part of the reason they wanted to look at the people that worked at the farm is A, it was right next to the house and you would have contact with that. And B, those Christmas tree farmers tend to be somewhat more transient.
Yeah, she stopped her a little bit of aggression since I moved that other female. And now male and female aren't disturbed because there was another female which was disturbing that female because she's the one that was trying to breed, and seeing her in the tank caused her to get really like mean towards the other female.
Huh.
So I see the problem and I eliminated it as fast as I could to so I basically not have limited on stress. I'm trying to keep it as limited as possible. It's possible to have zero. Most of it, it's like normal, and the environment and the fit, everything they have to be able to deal, and they deal with it in mine. I can promise. I really enjoy his colors. Look how dark he's getting. He's really flaming his colors for her.
Do you have something in there if they happen to lay eggs?
Uh, I did, but I take it out. I'm not really trying to have breeding. If it happens, it happens. I don't really want the breeding. But I did. I had a slate rock going like at a 45 over here
Uh-huh.
so that she could run and then he could run behind. But this one, the him and one of these must be either a male or a female because they hang out a lot and then gets pushed over here, kind of like how the aim. So they might be trying to attempt to breed well.
Could be.
They really lost a lot of stress. I couldn't believe it that happened. I didn't think they was gonna. I actually had my doubt. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I seen the damage that was done. Usually, once you really threaten them, I've seen it with my eyes. I watched them. bad. That's a lot of money to just, you know what I mean, to make a small mistake on them, and then you actually do everything, try to figure out what went wrong, and or we figured it out. But at the beginning, it kind of a lot on me because it's weird. I haven't had no fit out that, and I don't understand everything he was doing because he wasn't telling me everything. But once I figured everything out, I walked him through the process and showed him the difference, and taught him that it's not his fault. Don't be upset. It happens. Just just learn from that. You know how to do a better job at keep healthier next time. From there, he's actually done really good. They're at the point where they're still adding fish with the angels, and it's everything is doing really good. I did a small, what's it called, 20% on that way. I don't have to do it on the year for them. That way they can just do it in about a year and a half now. And then I walked them through how and got a lot of the malm build up and showed them how you siphon that up gently without disturbing nothing. He's like, man, I pretty much know how to make this whole thing myself now. I said, well, that was the purpose. I showed you how it allowed me to do how you enjoy God. That way it doesn't cause you major issues and frustrations when it doesn't do that. No way.
Greg says that Hang on the Back got rid of the snow globe effect.
Yes. I do like this. I really, those are nice. I mean, I will say they are nice. I kind of miss my camp, but I think that was rated for 250 gallons, and I barely opened it up.
And
It was
Greg, are you still driving? You should not be making comments if you're still driving.
oh, oh, there he is. Here's the other small one. Little fast little guys. They love eating everything all day. You can see where can you see it? There's clean, there's dirty. You see it? You can see it. And now look here, you can see the wall back here. See all that blue?
Yeah.
He's working his way down. That's a lot. You see how
Yeah, he's gonna get fat.
this whole time I've been wiping,
Overeater.
and then these guys sometimes he goes stripes, but for the most part he's holding his color. And see that? That's his true color. And down here it flames up like that, like a circle, and it's like a real bright red with real pretty dark blue. So it's not his. He's just slowly, 'cause I've been taught not kill my fish, but to help save 'em. And that's all they do all day. Look for bugs, clean the tank. Yeah, other than that, it's doing good. I might, my other friends, maybe start a tank too that I just met. They found it really fascinating. I was on their stream for an hour. Might
Yeah.
as well say 5 minutes to an hour, showing them the tank and going over every little detail about it. And they thought it was very interesting. that it's very unique. Um, that's pretty cool that I'm able to do what the outside has done, and very simple. I've kept it simple, learned the resources very simple, and the results are just amazing.
That's pretty cool. Thanks for coming up.
Thank y'all.
Anybody else want to come up?
Ooh.
And here we go. We'll see you next time. Yeah, I look a mess, but that's okay because it's like 81 in here and all the tanks, and it's hot, so deal with it. You see long strings of poop in Jacob's future. Greg, if you are still driving, you need to stop that. Like, you're just shouldn't be commenting. You're supposed to be driving. And we have Neil. See long strings of poop in Jacob's. Hi, Neil.
Hey, what's up?
Not much.
Um, See yourself?
Yeah, thank you.
So let me show you a tank, and then we'll discuss the wall that the other one's going on. That's my big Comet, 5.6
Okay.
inch.
Yeah,
Where'd they
he
go?
wouldn't be happy in a 10-gallon.
No, I know that. He came out of a 10-gallon. I can't put him back.
No,
Oh, where'd I do
he's
that?
getting big enough for a pond.
Yeah, I got too many osprey around here.
Yeah, tell him I came out of a pond for 2 years.
That's true. That fish actually came out of a pond. What, 6 years, 7 years ago?
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna be outgrowing that tank soon.
I was just telling my wife there's a 150-gallon tank coming here somewhere.
No.
What?
Greg's home now. Glad you made it home safely.
Yep. Couple fresh leaves today.
Nice.
But why does he have to be in a bigger tank?
Did
Why
you
does
hear
what?
me?
I couldn't hear what she said.
Tammy wants to know why he needs to be in a bigger tank.
He's very
Well,
happy.
yeah, but he's gonna outgrow that tank.
No, I thought they could only grow with the inch per tank or whatever.
You want to see this fish we have here? It's in a 300-gallon.
Hey, you want to stop talking now? We're not getting a 300-gallon tank.
My volume is extremely low. I'm sorry.
We'll just
Might
get
be the battery or
300-gallon
something.
tanks.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a pond, really.
Oh, that tub?
Yeah, in the middle of the floor.
Not getting rid of him.
That would make a nice coffee table. Put a glass
There you
top on
go.
top of that.
There you go. Put the glass on top. Yep, that'll work.
Okay,
All right.
ask her about the oxygen.
I can only stretch a 30-gallon tank so far here, so
But
Right.
they were seeing as big.
I'm gonna jump off. Well, what do you ask?
Christian
I
says
thought they
1
could only
inch
hear as
per
big
tank.
as.
So a 10-inch fish in a 10-inch tank. I don't know. I don't know.
10
about
inches
that.
of fish in a 10-gallon tank. That's the old rule. Look. See,
Yeah.
someone told me those comets need to be in 70 gallons by themselves, and every additional fish is another 20 gallons.
Yeah, they need to be in big tanks. They're
In a big
fish.
tank. Right. So
No, they're very happy here.
Yeah, the stores will tell you an inch
Per gallon.
per gallon, but yeah, no. Greg says put them in a closet and see how they like it.
A closet?
Yeah.
Hey,
Not the fish, the
be
people.
quiet.
When you put a big fish in a small tank, it's like putting someone in a closet.
Good point.
He looks very happy.
Okay.
I don't get much say in this matter.
Well, I'm not going to argue.
Thank you, Brenda.
I'm
No.
just saying he's going to outgrow that tank. So,
We have a small house. We don't have a mansion. Didn't hear that. Oh.
I can understand that. That's, you know, I mean, I have a 20 tall, a 6-gallon, a 2.5 gallon, and a 5.5 gallon, and I don't have room for any more. But I also have, right now, my 20 tall is my biggest fish, and I have 3 angels in it, which are about the size of a silver dollar.
I could do this. Look at that.
Now, once they get bigger, I have that, I can bring them in. I have that opportunity where I can bring them into the store where there's bigger tanks. Greg says, Spanky said short bodies rule.
Yeah.
I agree with Spanky.
I have a good idea, man.
Yes, Jacob, your discus will outgrow that tank.
I think it's their entertainment center.
The discus?
Yeah, he's got discus and angels in his tank.
Who, what?
Well, I kind of had my eye on putting a discus in here too, so.
What's that do?
Oh, well. All right, look, I'm going to jump off. Thank you. Back to the
Thanks
chat.
for coming up.
Absolutely. How do I hang this up?
So Stan, if you only knew, I already sleep on the sofa in the living room. So.
Hey, that's my life.
The phone went on top of the entertainment center.
Well, we purchased a new mattress, but unfortunately my back said, no, I don't like you. So I can't sleep on that mattress. So that, yeah, I'm sleeping on the sofa because that way I can get up and move around the next day.
All right, I'm not sure how to hang this up, but you can cut me loose if you
Okay.
want.
Sure. You'd be happy to if we kept throwing, yeah. No, not really, because I don't like Twinkies. Christian, you're a habitual overstocker. Yeah, but you have beautiful tanks. Now, how are you rehabilitating yourself from that? Are you just like, well, Stan, you know, again, I don't argue. So I walk away. So there wouldn't be any arguing. They're different temperature. Yeah. Yeah, goldfish don't like the warmer temperatures. They like the colder temperature waters. We don't have any heaters in here. So let me show you this, if I can get it over here. See this big boy? Yeah. No, you can't have my finger. Hey. And that there are the 2 giant gouramis coming up. And the red devil. They think they're getting food. See, he's so nice. He comes up. I give him food, and he lets me pet him. And see, Stan, like I said, I sleep on the sofa because of my mattress. But, you know, again, munch on my finger. No, actually, he doesn't. And they don't have teeth. He doesn't have teeth. But it's really cute when he eats the flake. He'll come up and just like kind of take it right out of my hand. He loves it. Him and the two gouramis come and take the flake food right out of my hand. Oh, Greg. You're lucky I don't have the gong. That's all I can say. Hey, Stan.
Hey, y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Finally got my den tank moved and finished. I'm gonna show y'all.
Nice.
Electric Blue car are finally getting a little bit comfortable. They were used to being on the floor, so they never really got a lot of attention. First week they were up here, they just hid the whole time.
Now they can see everything.
There's a pair of albino green dragon plecos in there. And then there's my goldfish tank. Those are both 40 breeders. Probably breaking the rules there too, but
Now, what are you going to do when they start to outgrow that tank?
use them for fish bait probably.
That's just mean. You're going to raise a fish just to use it for fish bait?
Trot line bait.
But it's a goldfish.
No, I've got a buddy with a pond.
Cool.
He'll take them. Couple little better bowls.
I love the colors on those bettas.
Yeah, the lighting's not real good, but she's pretty special. I'm gonna breed her and this guy one of these days.
He doesn't want to be seen right now.
The lighting's not very good. Get over here.
Oh, nice.
Show off Greg's
Beautiful
pink
skin.
angel. Greg got 12 left. I've only lost 2.
How big was your goldfish tank?
40.
Neil was asking what size that was. Yes, I
Yeah,
agree
that's
with
the-
Greg. Your tanks are so clear and beautiful. I love the aquascape you did in all of them, really.
That's why if there's any newbies in here, the big rocks I had, but you don't have to spend a lot of money. Those the pebbles are $5.50 at Home Depot, and
Right.
the little larger rocks are $6 a bag at Home Depot. Got super red. I got 4 super reds in there right now. Probably 6 albino cories. A couple of them are long fin. That one in the back's a long fin. I'm enjoying the angels. They're growing.
They're beautiful. They fit right in.
You can see there's a white one that Greg was talking about that are almost translucent. You can see their organs and backbone. And they came from the same batch. A couple of super reds. Those were Greg's too. And then the last tank in the den is my Cuban Limias. There's some albinos in there, albino cories, and some calico plecos breeding group in there.
Oh, nice.
I'll show you the baby plecos, get an update on them. This is the longest I've ever kept plecos alive. Just wasn't feeding them enough.
Huh. Wow, that's a lot of babies.
There's a bunch of them in there.
So what are you feeding them?
I'm live, baby. There's the puffer.
He's getting big. He's nice and fat.
The next track's going right on that wall, behind that bucket. Not going to be any new tanks. I'm going to move 4 20 longs right there and fill in the spaces with these tanks I've got on the ground. Okay, that's all I got. We'll holler at y'all later. Bye.
All right. Thanks for coming up. Yeah, it still looks good. All of his tanks look really good. And Greg, you know, for that other comment, if I was in the other room, you would have gotten gonged for that. Looks like a lot of work. Yeah. Yes and no. Like once you set it up, it really, that's the whole joy of this system. Once you set it up, it's not a lot of maintenance to it. Depending on the fish you have in it, I've noticed like some fish can really mess a tank up fast. But for the most part, no. Like Father Fish come in earlier and he came to the plant room where we have Rupert, the African lungfish, and there's not a lot of plants in there because it was just sand on the bottom. And he likes to dig holes, like he pushes the sand around all the time. And he's got goldfish in there with him. We put him in there when we first put Rupert in there. We put guppies in there, thinking he would eat the guppies, and he did not. So then we put goldfish in there, like little feeder fish, and he like didn't touch them. Like he just let them be. And as long as I was giving him shrimp, he gets shrimp every day. So as long as he gets his shrimp, he doesn't even bother the fish. But Father Fish came in earlier and he was like, "What's up with this tank?" It was all cloudy. I said, "Well, Rupert was moving around and he takes his big tail. He's getting really big, like fat as well as long. And when he starts moving sand around, he gets the whole thing is all mucky." It's a lot of work keeping track of it all. Yes. We're constantly looking at all the tanks. And like right now I see one that like the water's down a little bit. I don't know why. I don't know who did that. But making sure like all the fish are still alive and feeding the fish. That's part of feeding the fish in the morning, is checking all the tanks. You're breaking down your tanks in 2 days and moving in 3. Have fun with that. Be careful. And let us know how it goes. Yeah, that's not the so much fun part. That's not fun. When you have to break it down and move it and then set it up again. That's crazy. That's where all the work comes in. We did move, I don't know if you noticed, when I showed you the zebra waru, how they were in that tank where the baby waru were in. Well, we moved the baby waru into a new tank. It's actually right here in front of me. So, I'll get in. Let's see. Can you... That there is the last batch of the baby waru. They're starting to get so big. I have the gouramis over here. And these are tanks I can show here now. If I get that light right. And these. There we go. Yeah, the neons are getting big. We have neons and cardinals and all kinds of tetras. The ember tetras. The cardinals are a little bit bigger than those. I don't think those are actually neons. Where are they? Maybe they are. I'm trying to read the signs above the tanks because, yeah, some of these tetras all look alike. Yeah, his tanks are beautiful. So yeah, it won't take long if all you're doing is draining, and then moving, and then filling back up. You'll be ready. Yeah, the Cardinals have the stripe all the way down. Neons have it halfway, but I think they were actually called something else. I don't know. They might be neons. I thought he called them something else. And then there's the diamond head neon. They look really cool. Let's see if I can move this down a little bit and show you the diamond head neons are here. See the difference? Those are so tiny, but they are actually getting a little bit bigger. And then, I don't know if it's gonna let me. Here's the cardinals up here. And back down here, what fish did you show before the cardinals? The diamond head neon tetras. After the move. Oh, wow. Yeah, the little tiny ones are diamond head neon tetras. They're really cool in the light. When the light hits them, it's like a little light is on the top of their head. They're really cool. Love them. Sometimes I surprise myself by how much of the fish that I have learned. Gooey plays and Respores. Yes. I'm going to say yes because, okay, to help me out, because I was bugging Bryce all the time about, well, this customer wants to know, is this fish good with this fish? This is what they have. Can they do this? And I think I kind of got on his nerves a little bit with that, because he would be like taking his break and eating lunch at the time, and I would go back there and like just question him to death. They'll be able to set up 160 gallon in 3 or 4 months. Oh, nice. Nice, Lloyd. Can't wait to see that. So he has this system. He goes, can you get stickers? He goes, if you could get green and yellow and red, that would really work for me. He said, if you get green stickers, red stickers, and yellow stickers, he goes, we're going to work on this. And I was like, sure, no problem. So I went and I got the little round stickers. So this is what he did. On the tanks, there's green stickers and yellow stickers and red stickers. So the green stickers mean that the fish in those tanks can pretty much interact and they're good. If it's anything in a tank with a yellow sticker, they're semi-aggressive. So you got to be careful, kind of like keep to their own. And the red stickers are basically all the mean cichlids. So no, you don't want to like the monster fish. And the red sticker over there, it has the Acara and all the other ones in there. So it works for me, and I'm learning them faster. That okay, you just asked about platies and rasboras. Yeah, we have Molly's platies, and then we have rasboras over here. So yeah, they're all green. So I'm going to say yes. Just don't take my word for it. Ask over on Discord just to make sure. Greg, you're a blue sticker. How's that? Oh, wow. Okay, that's probably where he got that from, because Bryce used to work at PetSmart. So, hey, it's working for me too. So, Link, you be a red. Greg, you're not a red sticker. You're a blue sticker. Black sticker. What kind of fish gets a black sticker? Yes, it probably would be if we could find any to work here. Like we have no teenagers. I wish we could get somebody to help lighten the load. Teenagers would work if we could get them to work. So far, I haven't found any teenagers that really want to do anything. Maybe gray. Oh, the link. It's at the top. It's at the top of the chat. Like I went to share it and something happened and I don't know. I touched something the wrong way and the link is gone. And it won't let me pin it in YouTube. So go to the top of the chat and that's where the link is. Greg came in late. He didn't hear that part. And I think he missed the Ultim Angels too. Because you came in late. Yes. What do you mean it's not at the top for you? It should be. Oh, maybe if you came in late, it's probably not at the top. I don't know how to fix that. Like, I don't know if I hit that refresh button, is it going to do that? Or what's it going to do? Is it going to kick me out? I don't know. I'm afraid to touch anything else. I have like gremlin energy or something. It's been one of those days, like a lot of things have gone wrong today. I had the dropsies, like first thing this morning, I was dropping everything. Right now we have all 20 of them in a 75 gallon. And I got thinking about that the other day. I'm like, you know, these angels are going to get big. Where are we going to put them? We need to sell them. So y'all got to, you know, like, you'll find room. Is an arowana a cichlid? If so, I would have to say the arowana. Arowana we have is probably about 12 inches. And we have a Beischer almost as long as the arowana right now. The African lungfish is probably a little bit bigger. He's gotten really big. Yeah, this arowanas are not cichlids. Oh, okay. So what would you say the biggest cichlid we've had? Somebody's asking what's the biggest cichlid that we've had?
Here,
Yeah. And I was told the arowana is not a cichlid, so we can't
no,
count
it's
him.
not. Oh, we've not had any really big ones.
Maybe that Texas. Somebody had surrendered a Texas cichlid.
Yeah, there was about
The-
6, 7 inches.
The electric blue Texas cichlid was about
That might have been the
7, 8
biggest one
inches.
we've had. We've not had any big cichlids.
No.
'Cause the cichlids, big cichlids will get a foot or more. I mean,
Yeah.
They'll get really big.
Yeah, we
We
haven't had any like
big
that.
ones yet. Oscar is a common one that gets big, but we haven't had any big Oscars.
No, not big
It's kind
Oscars.
of funny that we haven't. Usually people will turn them in because they just can't handle them anymore. They've had them too long and want to do something else with their tank. But I don't know, it's funny. This is a different kind of community than I'm used to.
Lloyd is saying hi, Father Fish, in the background.
Hi, Lloyd. I'm
Um,
gonna chat a little bit. Oh, dear. Yeah.
sorry, but what was that fish again? 5-year-old made me forget it. The cichlid.
Hmm?
I'm not sure which one he's talking about.
I've had big cichlids. I've had a lot of big cichlids. Starry nights, at one point I had about a dozen starry nights that were about 12 inches. They were about a foot. Had a lot of them. I've had a lot of big Oscars. The biggest fish I've ever had was, well, there were two. One was red-tailed shark, a red-tailed cat that was about 3 foot.
Oh
And
wow.
the other was a clown knife that was at least 3 foot, maybe
Oh, yeah.
bigger.
We do
What?
have that clown knife in
Yeah, we
there.
do. He's about a foot long and he's pretty nice. There was a big lake in Florida that got drained and they found about 100 very, very large clown knives in it. No small ones, no babies. Just about 100 3-foot big clown knives.
Oh
I
wow.
got a bunch of them. And the rest of them were transported to another lake. Nobody knows how they got there, but it's obvious they didn't spawn there. So there were no babies, which is kind of strange. But they had been put there. You know, it's possible a group spawned initially, or somebody released a bunch of little ones. That's the more likely scenario. And they just grew out, and then the pond got drained. They were discovered. What was odd to me was there were no babies.
Right. So I went to share the link again and this calendar Google come up and I was afraid to touch anything else because
What link would it, oh,
to I think Greg's trying to come up, but he
well,
said that
just
link
go
is
ahead
to
and share
join.
that. Just highlight it and share it. It's probably the same link.
It says calendar Google.
Well, you can click on it. It's not going to change what's there. Don't do it that. Let's do it like this.
Oh.
Let's see. So we want to close that. There it is.
Oh, and it's back. Copy. Okay, so I almost hit the wrong button, guys.
You were showing off the Altos. Did you also show off the Panda wire room?
Yes, I
Okay.
did,
Wanted
but
to
like
say
what
something about
happened?
that.
Like they're all gone. Everything's gone.
What do you mean?
Like all the chats are gone.
Oh, they shit stuff in there. Can you scroll up?
Oh, wait a minute. Live. There we go. So there's two buttons here. It's live and starred comments. And I was on the starred comments. And I was like, all the comments have disappeared. Where'd they go?
Why you trying to come up?
Hi, Greg.
Hello, hello?
Hello.
No
Add to
volume.
speak. Oh, no, not again.
Let me back out and try again.
Okay.
He can't hear you.
He has no volume.
There's something I wanted to say about those two species of fish, the Altums and the and the Pandawiro, they're both extremely difficult fish to keep. I mean, extreme to the point that very sophisticated hobbyists don't do well with them. I've known a dozen highly qualified hobbyists who have had the Ultimas. I don't know anyone, I don't have personal knowledge of anyone who's bred them. There have been a few people who have bred them, but most people are not able to keep them alive more than about a year. And the same is true of the Pandawiro. I'm not aware of anyone who has bred Pandawiro or kept them for more than a year.
Huh.
So my intention in getting these is to make a determination as to how effective our natural system is in being able to provide an appropriate environment for these two very difficult fish. So it's highly experimental. I don't know how it's going to work out. I would not be surprised if they did not survive, but it would be magnificent if they did. So, we'll have them, we're going to treat them like normal fish in a normal natural aquarium. We do occasionally do partial water changes. If we need to, we'll do that. But we're going to see whether this system actually keeps very difficult fish better than a typical aquarium system. So I just wanted to give you all a heads up about those two and why we got them. We didn't get them to sell. They're too expensive to sell. They would be hundreds of dollars each to sell them. So we're going to see if we can just keep going, see how long.
Christian said to let you know someone was pushing the Walstead method at the swap that he was at, and he pointed them in the right direction.
Oh, good.
And Greg is back. Do you have sound now?
Can't hear him.
He's frozen.
Seems like.
His fishies aren't moving. You're frozen, Greg. And he's gone again. It
And
must-
yeah, it's really interesting. There have been a couple of people recently who have said that I've misrepresented the Walstead method, and I asked them how I've done that, and they couldn't answer. Basically, what Walstead did and has done is the basic, which is to test the effect of having soil in a substrate. And that was critical to do. It's a very important thing to do. But in her research, she determined that doing that does not provide an environment that lasts for more than about a year because it depletes of nutrients. That's where I decided to take that on as a challenge and find a way, see if I could find a way to be able to prolong that system. I believe very deeply in what she discovered. Now, Amano did the same thing, but Amano understood the importance of adding nutrients. What he developed was little packets. If anybody ever watched The Green Machine, when they were creating these Amano systems, they put a small amount of powder that were packs, little packets that they got from Amano that added specific minerals. That's how they enriched the soil. So we're doing something very similar to that. We're doing it in a substantially larger quantity and more of them. Whereas Amano had 2 or 3 packets, we have about 20 different elements that or compounds that we have created in a supplement that represents about 75 different elements in the periodic table, all of which, in an effort to achieve what agronomists are saying is the need that plants have for all of the available minerals that are in any given environment naturally, which is certainly more than 3 or 4. It's 50, 60, 70 or more. So taking the position that somehow we're misrepresenting Volstead is just not true. We're not misrepresenting Volstead at all. We are creating, we're taking her work to the next step, which she has not done. To the best of my understanding, she has not made an effort to do that. She has stayed essentially where she was 25, almost 30 years ago when she first published her book. So a lot of things have happened. We've come a long way since then. I just wish that she and Tom Barr would have the decency to take a look at what we've done, to be honest about it, to try it and see how they're able to deal with it, to handle it. To my knowledge to date, they have not been willing to do that, and they're simply shutting down any discussion of anything we've done, which I think from a scientific perspective is completely reprehensible. So that's my rant. I'll get off your chest, your line.
Hey, Greg, can you hear us now?
I think I can hear y'all all right.
Okay.
There is a little delay on it, but I can at least hear y'all somewhat.
Oh, look at the babies. That's a lot of angels. Yeah, when Father Fish gets started, you just let him talk.
Yeah, that's spitting out the wisdom there.
Right? Like Stan said, nothing better than a Father Fish rant. We just let him rant.
He's like E.F. Hutton.
Yes, Neil, we sit back and absorb. I do that a lot when he gets talking and on a subject, and I just sit back and just let him say what he's got to say, and I just take it all in. What's in that one? Uh-oh. Oh, is that the crackhead babies?
These are guppies.
They're guppies. I don't have my glasses on.
No, these are guppies. More guppies.
Oh, I like them. They're pretty.
These are stands. There's a big autumn.
They are pretty.
Few fat Corys in there.
Some mud skippers.
Yeah, they still look like little aliens.
These guys want to be fed. Some leaf fish in here that you can be looking right at them and not see them.
Is that him right in front?
Could be. I don't see them at all right now. Here's crackheads. Crackhead babies anyway.
When will they get their color?
Like I say, the males are really the only ones that color up very much. And probably in about another half an inch, the males will start coloring up.
Ooh, I like them. They're pretty.
Here's some of Stan's Cuban limias. Very cool fish. I'm really enjoying these. Thanks, Stan. Well, I'll move around a little bit. Did I freeze?
No, you're good. What is that you have in there with the angels?
I've got Rummy Nose Tetra, Ember Tetra, and Mr. Discus.
Because I put neons in with lemon tetras, and then like 2 days later put the angels in, and my angels ate my neons.
They will do that.
So
Yeah.
what you have in there is too big for them to eat. That's why they're not eating them.
That is. I think I may have told y'all last time I put about 26 Ember Tetra in there, and they ate all but 4. And then I put, I think it was 28 Rummy Nose Tetra in there, and I have they ate all but 9.
Angels are not so angelic.
Not when they get grown, they're not.
Well, the 2 troublemakers came back to the shop, so I only have small ones in my tank at home now. Christian has a question. Greg, are the pink angels with spots a cross between a koi angel and a glow?
I mean, they was told to me as glowfish. I did not cross them.
They do look like that though.
Yeah, I did not cross them. They came to me that way. Same thing with the pearl scale here. He came to me as
Christian said they're very beautiful. They are. I love the colors in them.
thanks, Christian. Of course, that's 75 gallon. Now, if you look in here, the ones that are real red, those are the males, and then the lighter color ones are the females.
Oh, okay.
So there's 4 males and 4 females in there.
How big do they get?
That's full grown right there. They're probably 3 knuckles. I don't know if anybody here remembers the knuckle comment, but I'll leave it at that.
What size tank is that?
Okay, this is a 75 gallon,
Okay.
and right now, I'm probably fixing to put some angelfish in it. Crackheads are really cracking it up.
Yeah, they are. They're like stuck in the corner.
Yeah, I put a canister filter on there yesterday, and I guess it's blowing them down to that corner. This is the 125. Got a hard hat on my lily still. Might be able to see him under there.
Lloyd
Y'all
wants
see
to
the
know,
long?
can you please ship to Canada?
I wish I could. Can y'all see the long trailers coming off of their tail?
Yeah.
This is what Jacobs would look like if he's allowed to stretch his fins.
So do those long trailers, do they not grow out if they're in a smaller tank?
or if there's fin nippers.
And here's Spanky.
If you got a tank that's overcrowded with a lot of fish, it's going to be hard to get those trailers like that. Any fin nippers are going to get it.
He's trying to decide which way to go.
Here you go. Let me see. I'll make it, see if I can get them to stop. Hit the brakes.
Lloyd said he is their Nemo.
He's chewing, chewing, chewing. Casper come to help him. Look, he's doing a handstand. Thank you. Come here, son.
Lloyd said he's good. He got his Spanky fix for another week.
Okay, I come up. That's what I wanted to give y'all Spanky fix. So there you go.
Thank you
We
so
got all the
much.
little rascals in.
That made my day so much better.
All right, all right. I'm gonna get on out of here. Thanks for having me up. Love y'all.
Oh, thanks for coming up. Always have beautiful tanks. Always love it when you come up. What size is Spanky in? I don't think he can hear us. Oh. I think he froze. There we go. There. It's those gremlins again. I don't know where to put this thing so that y'all can hear me other than hold it. So I'm holding it. It'll be my fidget toy. And we are, where are we at? We are at our 2 hours. I should have known because Greg always comes up at the end. So thank you for another wonderful show. Thanks for everybody that come up. Thanks for everybody in the chats. And a special thank you to Father Fish for coming and giving us one of his rants, because we always love those. Y'all have a wonderful week. Don't forget to come back Tuesday night at 7 for Father Fish and for another one of his wonderful rants that last an hour long. And then Wednesday at 7 for Random Mischief with me and Psycho Plant Lady. So, y'all have a wonderful week. Love y'all. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.